and I say lawyer person me call to stand as MP. I'm say John call nyame ho bedi nkunim and Ampaw okoye na okodi nkunim. My third encounter with Kuma was when Kevin Taylor decided Kevin Taylor omwade no. Sa Kevin Taylor na omwade na afane say why na adwen so no de ade papa bia no obeka ho bone no. Oye program attacking John Kuma and John Kuma catch me say Kevin Taylor attacking no nti no me hwe na me take up the responsibility. Mbe ye Kevin Taylor nwejuma pa. And the last time I met John Ishani Abrabo my wife ewu ye no e ka bibi no frame me e hye me de na me kai say oye mumu say ontumi be ye no na we need some body. That was the last time I met encounter John. And Bramity said or call on oppose no. I realized that this somebody who have worked very hard and paid due to the party, and he's a family man, responsible man. Obia was serving the generation according to the divine will of God. The year was D4 also for na wasum ne mai as MP, as a politician, as a lawyer, as an entrepreneur, and as a podcast and social commentator. Wayebi for the 5 years. Nemre na so. Na nyame apon de djuma. Ti ne ene me hwe na maka chi obi a say John Kuma wu na wewu no. Mu a muni evidence a ma decide say ni petitu say wu a ana amanfo wu obi wu a na atoya kika nkwasi kika I use the word nkwasiya kika nkwakika ne nkwasiya kika because nipa ne wu no ne yiri kapo nim ne ekunu obi wu a oyiri entumi hu ne ekunu obusuya entumi hu ne ekunu wasofo entumi hu ne ekunu wadafo entumi hu ne ekunu obi ni wo betumi hu ne ekunu just say the medical evidence, medical proven tested evidence. They determine the cause of death. So obiwa, there is a procedure. Law no say within 24 hours, and not within 72 hours, another 3 days or so. No, we have been for the post-mortem autopsy reports. Ebusiano requested say yem pie no na yem establish the possible cause of death. And no need to be the court catch court to say nipa no ewu enti coroner report na ye kwodi akwesi no report no court person who die kum no medically scientifically die kum no na court ejina no so na wa okay na wa ma coroner ofene say coroner report na wa ma akwan ma yetubi kosie no nti aden na John Kuma aka bebi na amanfo before John Kuma be wukura no na poison Captain Smart munia enkika nsem say nkwasiasem nsem a nyanse bienim Captain Smart on your TV for the 1 week 2 weeks na mo Captain Smart who what will cause you death any management for death no unkoka wo Captain Smart they be kum and they be kum radio stations for no management no and they unka o dey say nkwasiakika na we ye be kum we na we be wu na we be kum we na be we na obi bia na dwen wo fom obi bia na dwen wo fom obi bia ye ntete no ye obi bia se be jibi batara pokuma ho no only obi a otumi so na or determine when people will die and we be wu na be wu osofo bia na dwen wo fom osofo bia na ngo sra ekofom na osofo a na mekum na mekum na obewu make say also for brand no most asano also for brand adwin wo for bia no also for bia na me frɛ no and na ne je and na we bewu and bewu. Why are we glorifying death? Under the 1992 Constitution, there is a right called the right to life. One of the fundamental human rights under our Constitution, chapter 5 of our Constitution, is the right to life. Say obiara wo fahudie sa obetrem kwam. Life is a gift from God and is guaranteed by the Constitution. Say nobody has a right to take somebody's life. To right to life is so crucial, it's so fundamental. What has happened to the right to life? Well, people's life have been threatened left and right. People's rights have been trampled upon. People are being put in a state of fear and panic. People are being assaulted through death. People are being put into reasonable fear through death. What is happening to the society in Ghana? And again, I just type B. So I say, you're going for a war or where there. I say, Obi, but one I say, Obi, the Jenny, Obi, come with the there. Obi, say, me can't so be woo. Now, Obi says, I'm a shame, come no woo. Now, we say, I'm a domino be woo. Now, we say, and I say, oh, war, I bibia, I say, I bibia, I fashion. I bibia, I say, you need your home. Or I say, Okwa Abrutia. Well advanced country, people are praying for people to live longer, to fulfill destiny. Bible says, I will not die, but I'll live to declare the works of God. They are doing everything to prolong the life of others. They have to do everything. The issue of death, and the things say once you are alive, you will call more. You will maybe a so ye or said the chair way a semi and there was woman in Juma. Life is so crucial. Life is very precious. You can't quantify what life entails. Na ya wo memuna owo adani chapia osofo a omadwi osofo a omungusa sa osofo a ofo say atomesem keka sorry a ana webewu madomewo obewu ana mehu inkomhye webewu ebedu table. It took IGP to silence some men of God who prophesying prophecy of death acquire more important to salvation. I don't know so for nyame suma wo be asase so say wo fa dem adwuma no o say can continue what them ya ka say mo kan wo asem also for wo kwaje mo asem na so kan wo because nyame say the ninji adeboyin for wo eto tinkomu a is preach salvation to the lost ones, rescue the perishing, care for the dying. And then we didn't care for the dying. In fact, just say, I'm not for 1 year damn. I say, Obi wa na mo for jam problems. Na Jesus Christ kan. O to Jerusalem Mmra. Munsu mu na munsu mu. Don Kuma we ko na akamu. Ye na akaye. Na answer am be hitting. Where you hitting? Ba aba. O dey say, hey, ba baba land dey. Ono dey o wo so be man kwa. Ba onedwumedi ni ye ese me say oyare no nya ba is not interested in the death of any patients. It's not the help na ba no say the be ya ye be tre nkromu na ye nya pomuden enti ba me did say or the good luck aba or the nkwa na aba ana or the pomuden na aba ti bu me ntie ba e tie ba wi a e be so jalo ko e jalo I started but if I am make second gear and I this for so mon treme Moses say that's a cathedral and I'm ko kati here mo beti ne ge and I tell Kennedy Paul so the ye me bona boss for Kennedy ni chema WONTUMI no maka bomu na omo hug each other. Oh, what a love, what a love. And you there me the name be free man of your mama get ready but me also get ready and then they made a banner na busu station ha or I say mo dia na muntie ba or the nkwaje nsem ba or the nkwaje nsem ba that bank cry also full but ono the kwasi December or the promoting December timointie doc
lawyer
but I don't know I say 1 year debisa Ghana what is the problem mu eba for no money this obi we also for na obi wu how do you feel
so lawyer ha adwene pa and I won't say nipa tiase but before can assembly says a wo nkwa and a wade make I and I koyenu about grace yi na akohwe se na sister yi da ho ene ade na ayro na wo hwe ne mo wo ne wiase na ya tam na akohwe adaka fia mu ne de ne kohya amem na me yero ho pa me yero ho yi na lawyer say ne ma ekoso ye pause but nkrofo nso tie ye na tie omutie na wo se ye kire wo mo kwan a so in case say okwa ye bi ase ana okoba bi no obi command pause na ade be na wo so odi kan ye ya na bibire busa se antia bibi duro no omo wo nrua sa anema na yetumi de sa na the answer is yes
do ni omo ka se fe
ma memfa ne fa pen no paper na menchew aduro no free because we emergency betumi ato ba betumi ato nua betumi ato wadamfo betumi ato obia ebia na hospital kura member bi awo no ana sa atam no fe doctor ban kura ebia na wanyame ana se wada enti me srof fa otwure dia fa wo phone no record na fa to ba bi ehia na sa wo de to ba bi ehia me we eye nkwaje asema wo betumi di agye wo bi enkwa Mami ebi a wo ba bi ana se wunua bi ana wadamfo bi akoba bi de nsa ana se nam bi ama no pause ya dia first na wasa wo kɔhwehwɛ eye bidie a ye frɛ ne cheko no brofo kasa no wo yam bidie no na de fra bibia na de ma no no onoma instant no pause ne nyina no bedwo ama ba bi a wo pesa wo de ne kɔ no watumi de na akɔ me say ade ya wose wudi kan fa say ebia wonua bi anansa anansuo bi ya pausing wo bi ba bibia ni ho wiase Ghana ha de bidie de ba bi obefa bia obenya bi enti yam bi na fa fransuo ma no nom pausing ni nyina no bedwo anase bi ho no we a fa ma no no we pausing na bie ni nyina no bedwo second one na ebi ase bidie ni ho a obetumi afa ya ye tomatoes ni jenne ya eno so benwa wutwitwa na ase wo yam na wo we a eno so dwodwo pause no ena tomatoes aba a ye die ya ntosi ya wo yam na wo de moringa haban so fra eno so dwo pause no mesra won kwa hiame na ewasa wote na oman mu na woye bibi pa enu nti na mede aduro no ache wo free twere to ho yie na dahia da ubehia ene mede nchi afri ban heba hospital ene ebrew na ye ka doctor ban na ye ka wo se wo nompe no won kase eye yepe ene onyankopon se ye nhwema na se udompe mu bu ana se okasa ebu ana se wonsa yi ana wonan ye utitiriti yare bi ti se stroke hawo wonan no wotene mu entene wo hyampabo akora na woro a wonte a mesro ba bi a wudi wani be kire eye doctor ba so ye beboa ama wonan na wonam wa na esu kuchukuchukuchu no awon kasa na nsisi so woni pedua na aye dududu na ye titiriti wo ho a wo se mo supu ananse achemensa ananse wonye police papa mame me se akra ye wo Spintex Road 18 junction ena Kumase ye wo atonsu agogo Kumase me se ye wo atonsu agogo kwasem se wo hia Dr. Ban so hia wo edi enti na wo hia Dr. Ban ni enti wo hia Dr. Ban na se Dr. Ban pe ena wo yarwa hawo no otiare na se nimkwan yo befa so obeboa wo enunti ena wo se wutu anamo na wudi wani kire atonsu agogo mesi ye number ni 0244 988 004 0244 988 004 ena number no ba ko say 0244 08 34 82 0244 08 34 82 what friend Dr. Ban ye be gye so komo bi anwume wo se enu wudi bia no ye nu be di nkyeremu bi a wo hia bia nso so ye de be ma wo ma me ade be chi a wo kon bia wo beda so wo se madam ama me kon ye me ya me srew ade na de bia wo kon a wo da wo kon ye wo ya me srew fo woni kyerɛ Dr. Ban so ye pe ne betumi aboa wo ne etu sa nyare wo nyina ase ade na etete wo ade na mo woni da so wasa na wo tifi che mu wo pese wo sɔre wa ya wontumi papa maame fo woni kyerɛ Ban so ye pe ne betumi aboa ma wo spinal cord na agyew akampo mu na sa agyew atena se no ye pe ne betumi aboa amadi etu sa nyare wa na se ba te o yare na se onimade nso wo de ma wo a yare ne nyina se betu enti fo woni kyerɛ Dr. Ban so ye me se ni yare na ha sisi yare wo chikase wotini wo abeti se wo chikase ni su kekra ni nyina ne se wotini wo mu entene wo sɔre ensɔre na no papa bi oba ya so ye na yuro ko sam papa panimu asabase bi o wo be ye 40 to 50 years o je da nyine bi asa na wo hwese na sisi yare so papa yi mu oba na kyese okutapoma na etene ni mu na wo hwa wotu mu se wiase ayuro ho mesrew enunti ena nyankopon yi Dr. Ban si Ghana say saa hawo ne saa mane yi no Dr. Ban pe ena nhwe entu saa yarwa ni nyina ase mawo ede na etete wo ede na mo woni da so asa ede na ma wo gina wo nan so kura wontumi nyine yi nia me ka kire wa nopai anasa nwumre yi ne se ade ba kopa wo hia ne se wo be fa Dr. Ban number no number ni 0244 0244 08 34 82 wo fra be ba Dr. Ban so ye komo bi wo se enu di bia ye ne obedi ma me papa ede yarwa na etete wo ena wo nam wa wo nipadua stroke nti amawie se ni je nyina firi mu ene wa no ache wo nipadua ache a wo sɔre enye wo mu ye dududu wo ni da so nyina sa ade da so nyina sa ama wo werɛ aho wo hu ba bi a wo de wani kyira me se ene anwumre yi etsena no pa me wo Kumase atonsu agogo yarewa bia waboaboa no bia no fa ni nyina bra Dr. Ban ye de ahaban no bekawo amasa yarewa ni nyina se atu ede na emma wani da so wasa de na ama wo yere awo ne ya me ka kire wanwumre no se nipa ba akopɛ ene betumi etu yarewa ni nyina ase gisa wo de wani kire ban eba hospital ye hospital hopɛ me se Kumase ye watonsu agogo Accra ye was Spintex Road 18 junction wo physical massage ye physiotherapy wo ho me so bibi ha bia no physical massage ne say ye wo mpa kese a sabe wa wo da so mpa na be massage ni pedua ni nyina ene ye wo ne ya de ye nsa etumi twetwe ni pedua ye wo ma ne mema nyankopon adom ye train wo mo a o mo ye sa adwuma no me so ade bi ha bia e fa kase ni dompe ho de wo di sign ba ho na okoto usika na adwene wo de ne ye sasabro awe bebe nso itankrofo eti o condition mu ni ade maame wo den na wo sɔre ensɔre wo kase ni mo wi wo saa de bia na obi atumadu mesre obi antuwadu ye hia ne se wo de wani be kyerɛ Dr. Ban so ye no wa ba ne abo ne etu nyarwa no asede ama wo mesre enne nyankopɔn dom asofofo yesunsum de nyina hunamo de no mo se fa kɔba ene okomata di sa ade ya no obi abompa ye wi asofo no bompa ye wi a hunam de de cost sakodo mo se fa ko Dr. Ban ho mesre ko praise be the same thing o ko sofo obi ni ne beneza mo nyina ho a eno ane se o mo bompa ye wi ya sunsum de ni nyina wi a hunam de no se fa ko Dr. Ban ne ya me ka kire wo nyina no se yarewa bi ye ha wo etete wo na edi wo ni pedua nya mesre na yesi bibi di nsuo ba ensuo ni ba mesrew eye yarwa na chikase ena wo de akora no to wo ntumi na no ho nya hwe a mesrew fo ani kire Dr. Ban so ye e kire to na mo fa akora no bra na Dr. Ban na mfa ne nsa enka akora no no nyankopon dum nti yarwa ni nyina asibetu mesrew na yesi bibi de twere ba abroni fra ne plesi opia ka kire se ne bibi dro boa ka kire ne se Dr. Ban se oboa aduro wa nyankopɔn dom ye di tu etwere yare yase enkotena fie enya japadio na wo de abon ho asafo hene ene nya bibi bio mesrew brane yema wo dubuna eni nuwo ne nyankopɔn dom nya fe na wo de koso no ne ye de mawo a wo de obehu nyankopɔn no munyam etwere yare ne mabiem mesrew bia ne wa ma wukunu anase wodofo bi a ne na adwene mu aka no ene doctor sabe no bi omode ma wom wokọ ba bi a ye de be ma omo no ye dudu titiriti de bi ababa no to no ye sei no sifie no wa ye kakraka wo ye ne hye yenye mesraw fo ni kire Dr. Banso ye no no de onye san obetumi akoye adwuma kwa aba no oba wo no aba benum na aduro ye money che ena sabse ye mfa duro bi anso no aduro ye de ma onyakopa do de fra na bia ni kura no odi a e cha ye 24 hours na dwene mu beda ho ama na kwa aba ye bibibia ma me asem papa we ompa o kwa opede be biem ena bia wutie me wo de ye kompo abro ni fra no gweta wo de achini mesrafo ni kire Dr. Banso ye be ma wa bibidure amma nyakopa do de fra na aduane me se kompo yare no ni nyina be free ho ama sumdwe atumi aba woni peduam e de asam na me pese me ka kirewo ne ya me ka kirewo nyina ne se me se nyarwai afiri wo soro every soro e be sinas wo nase disa one form woni ankere ba me se Accra ye was Painters Road 18 Junction wodo wa taxi na wo no taxi station na wo 18 ho no buso bi asa wo ba Dr. Banso ye be kirewo e de waba ba pe ene betumi atu yare na se e de na me pese me ka kirewo ne ya na me pese me ka kirewo nyina ne se wiase nyina ye de maw na woni apomuden a ma me wo di wiase le be ye den wontumi nkuta wiase mani yeye na mo ne yehia kese pa kese yo wiase nyina ne se wodi wani be kire Dr. Banso ye na yarwa na edi wonya etete wo no ene obi sore o se mi BP ene wo diabetes na ha wo no me sroba bi wodi wani be kire prostate cancer ene se ne yesi di memanya chese amma mema nyina da ne ma me sro emfo woni nkokire ba bia fo woni kire Dr. Banso ye be ma wo dwonso be ye 30 na wo yere nso adwonso wo sori ya na oba no nso asori mesrew ebe hawo ama sabe wanhwe ye obeto graphic ama obi akenkan ena ani gisem a me de ma wo nyina na se ene se ye prostate cancer se de council mesrew se hepatitis na hawo ene wanhwe akontu ya nkofo aba obi etukwan wo kwa ye be feli o visa no hepatitis de ya profo no nya de o mani je ho ba ko because eyensa yare etumi fa fifiri mu ni ade painkillers ne sa na no to me the ba and the bia me kama asam na me ka kire obi se all sayare yesi yendu ase na all sayare de ye treatment da ben na obenya daje na de bia boko treatment for ulcer me sro Dr. Banso you bia no ye treating ulcer adburu bosome ba ko a ne yare ne edaso woni yem anase ulcer no daso ha no eyem kuro say a type of ulcer bia no nyanko for when it tray ye betu sa osa na se e de amaw e de na ma woni da so asa e de na ma wo yura ho e de na ma wakoma abutuwe ne enti ameka nyina a kire wo ne se nka wo betene wakoma na betu anamo na wodi woni e be kire Dr. Banso ye ya yarwe nyinara ye betu ase me se yarwa no nyina ye betu ase ene de ne hawo e de be pa na ma wuyem e hyehye wi ye se bibi de korosoro na amawo waduane kwa wontumi ne wakono duane koso yare ente ne wontumi ne wakono duane but asamba akopa na me ka kire wo se nka wo ba Dr. Banso ya ye de 2 hours e be tuk ta korosoro na se wo funu so ye funu na so me srafo ni kire ya so ye be boa mo sabe wo funu sade ne ne wo mu nyina be twetwe e be 2 hours na wo so ate 2 hours bi e de bete pounds no so amawo no kwasam se ye nkiri waduane bi ya ne mo ne ye hia ne se wodi wani be kire Dr. Banso ye bra e kire Miami ti Kumase atonsu agogo yarwa bia ha bia no wodi wani kire ya so ye nko ade nyankopɔ adom ye betu sa yarwa ni nyina ase die na mu wonne ma me papa wutie me wiase nyina no ene obi yesu na su wo su nyina ne se opeba bi obenya pomodem pa me su no obi yesu wo su ne se ba bi obenya pomodem pa na se wonya wiase nyina na de bi wasa sisu nyina maw na wonni apomden a wode be kwan sika wo wiase nyina ya de maw na wonni apomden a sika no wode be ye enti me sraw emfa sika no nto ho emfa niema ngu ho emfa niema yi ho ano na se niema na wode yi ho ano no se yare ne ka wo to ho a obi be sori akoyi sa adwuma na wo ye no wo yere anase wo busua na wa japade no nkofo betum adi because apomudi nti wontumi nsori na wakoba bia enne me ka kire wo na asem ba akopɛ na me pesa me ka kire wo asem a me pesa me ka kire wo nyina ne se nka wodi wani ene wakoma na obetu anyu ho achiye na wanye Thomas na se obetu anamo na wodi wani a kire ba so ye ya me se wo nan na wontumi nyina so no onyankopɔn adom nti wo be sori anante me se me ka asem ba akopa kire wo me se wokoba bi na se wokodi aduane bi na se be se bio ebi kura wadwene mu nse da ntene wiye ana akono mu nsa bia me serew ade ehia ne se mprempre na pebidie jabidie ya broni frɛ ne chako wo yamo afafra bibi nsu anasa yinom me se pause ne wo mu ni nyina no ababe ye 70% anu yi nyina abejo na anu no dwi a babi a wodi wani be kire eye Dr. Banso ye wo ba ibi tu ase e de aban me san ka asem bi a kire wo e bi wo kowirem anasa wo koto na ntwinam enye ni nyina na ya na ye nipa pausing ebi wo ha ne apause aboa no enti se wo so de be ya aduane na se nam na ho wi a pause ni bi betumi akawo enu enti mesrawo tie na tie asem ni yi mesrawo tie na tie ni yi kwan a obefa so a wo betumi atu saade na se ebi wo koto na ntwina wonnim adekoro mu de wu na ntwina mo no enye ni nyina na ye se nipa ene pause no enti sa wo duro no betumi awa aboa no mu jam but ade a wo be ye ne se wo ba twitwa genne bebre gu nam no so wo twitwa genne na wo di gu nam no so a nyankopɔ adom no a sa pause ne wo mu ni genne no be twe pause ne wo mu ni nyina afrim me se genne no e be twe pause ne nyina afrim me srawo tie na tie ni yi ana se wakoto chenchena ana sabio kibabi bi ana se den ono ana akokwa confirm bi aya ho a me srawo me pesa wotena se wo awutie me no me pesa wotena se na wonya nkwa because wonni ho aban ni ho enti fa number no na kyere na kotie nienti e wasa wo ye ne se twitwa na ntwinam ayi se ye na ntwinam na akoyo mototo yo se dienyo mo mo fa genne ni bibiri nguso enti wo we na mo ni na wo wi genne ne ka ho enti pause na ewo mo no enti mi nya adwuma Dr. Bana ma ni 0244 988 004 0244 988 004 Braya Suye echena mi wo Kumase atonsu agogo Accra ye adwuma Spintex Road 18 Junction so ye adwuma from Monday to Monday ade bi how biara for ani kire ya so ye be tu ase e de amaw ya so ye me se ye wo ward ye wo man mema ward wo ho enti bi ofura chichini benche na e ba enya afi na akwa han hotel bia obenya ba bi ada ame ahwew atu nyarewa ni nyina ase onyankopon hyirawo no onka wo ho be se nesi kibisia
awo futu kisia odiama Ghana for nia we free league away medical consultation maybe one betua ya me shout no nyo kese e be shia na the woman say ba no but mo producer mam nyumba akon producer mam nyumba akon na me ntumi mfa prepare me ho na me zoom to my elements na me sha ase mam nyumba akon because nya ba abachire no de obi biara fa de nchire ba ochina atonso agogo hospital no na onkohwe wo ti producer mam nyumba akon na metwa me ho a na maba
taman enye ha ena wose nkan betena ka but ya ka people think he's a fool
also for mami bia wo friend Louisiana also for mami wo friend Louisiana what's on your King Solomon Universal Temple International Anumaja Mpatase location also for mami wo friend Louisiana what's on King Solomon Universal Temple International amanfo ede Nsem aba serious Nsem u bebenya court krata enya court krata pay but police yes the picture the one no it obebi oni mami we no on kanchen say ye de Nsem aba down wontumi station say oba na yetrase na yekano because amanfo sika wajeje any cases are eba no ano eya yeden ene yebeke bia menyafo na Abrabo musemo eya dwen say yebeke bia menyafo enti obi onim mami we osofo mami Lizana King Solomon Universal Temple International anonwa ja potasi location sana ono enti osofo mami Lizana obi a no tag no say na Nsem abedi Nsem enti yempese ebeka no hotel so omna ne yanka no boko enye saa obehunu na fede na aya court ni police Nsem enti no Nsem no so eba na eya ji Nsem ti yese no ti da wase enti no osofo mami Lizana o tiemi a bomodi ana to anamon wo cases ho eya do so do odi ase asofo na ma ba no mo ni ye bi wo ha in fact entwe yi na nyama ye kono emwa oman no nti bi mpe se me no benya beef me no benya court Nsem ti bomodi ana twibe na o clients a wajeje musike nia no o refund this kana mom na me producer ready a answer na me she jumedi na se no me sele producer say ma me nyumba ako na
Agwasi chama WONTUMI papa oyo hene otiakonwa so Mmra anopai me mamu muso oba no
WONTUMI.
yes he is a breadwinner for many thousands of people. Taman enye ha ena wase nka betina ka but ya ka people think he's a fool. Nipa bi fi se onim nyansa oye kwasia sabe wan go school to metima boss na around obetim dina do mo pe fam dem WONTUMI over abusua ti se asem to asem kan obi di bone a manenya wo ya enti asem si a enra me ko twa on Facebook say chama WONTUMI was the target enye John Kuma and I will say it 101 times. To hell with your dear church on Facebook
and within
me say Ken meba
party amwa mucha red
meba
party
to hell with your dear church on Facebook
and she says
to hell with your dear I don't care
party MPP no moje din
me say
no moje
John Kuma to me nobody on this planet earth can convince me say John Kuma died. He was killed.
Wow.
Police for Fremia we need chemu am de be ma because but to me my instincts what I feel within me and what I saw me say John Kuma did not die, he was killed. I was 22nd October.
Who said you trend a Captain Smart?
Yes,
because almost a week ago.
Okay, but he got it wrong. He had a gist of it or Tihubi
or your story
because okay say incident this you Kumasi and see Kumasi.
Oh, okay.
22nd October. Na ya watamale. Me chama WONTUMI John Kuma. Ena me mi kwa Kuma afo. One of chama WONTUMI boys ya twa no ho ahie. First vice chairman wo Atwemango Bejanov. Chairman Eko Boa Dr. Baumia wo Northern Region ne campaign no. Ena incident ni ekusiye. Yakwa campaign aba. Na we say you move from Tamale. Na yeko I think walwala ni yeko northeast, but that night your campaign ye check because of the policy oh yeah time near there there was yes back ebe that time
na John Kuma kan
na John Kuma kan
okay
tina was yes back near ebe that time originally chairman akono na was say na Nanfia sister ene neneko ena bibinti WONTUMI anko. Me knew what came on me. You were Dr. Baumia campaign officer and I'm saying no. My friend Andy, now I'm saying no. I don't think I was a chairman kwa kotamale. It may ye jumadi but me judgment na manyanako. And I'm a friend man for say omienko because that time na Andy na kasa and I'm out for say obema the feedback and you mre. Chairman sube tuba ho mache be 3. So
chairman John Kuma koi.
No, John Kuma fra cry by.
Okay.
So I called Andy. No, I'm saying the chairman ebeko. No, I saw be man. I'm saying yes, me the chairman ebeko. And na me friend man for say onya comfortable me ba me akontino organize no Mmra tia ma chebe 4 na me share chairman wo askwa enti man for kwa no nim se me kontino o chei ni e twen na no bai e kodru tamale no I don't know what came on me say ye reservation baby e da me dan a me di be bukino na ma switch na me di ama chairman na chairman dan mama ma afu na kodem na me makoda edan a ye de ma afu din ebeye e do no pani ekodidi a me di kwachi aduane a na me di abre chairman chairman dia e ba kwagire na me di ama ma afu na ma me imagine like as a year right
no boss na asase a oni mu fi na yem according to Jeremiah chapter 5 verse 1 eko sa nyame tonfo no abehwe wo so da obebbo ho ban na obemma yen ye ehia yen ene ne ehwehwe ene ne epɛ na ne ehia yen o dey say dani na nyame be boa yen na ene de nia yehui John Kuma owuo no ma yen me faso en tomafo for legally the John Kuma death and the legal saga and then mama saga ni nema John Kuma ewuo no ediaba mama first me establish it in law say obi wa wombra kwan so no uni kwan to establish the cause of death through spiritual means it was so for be anywhere ubetumi through spiritual means and determine the cause of death of a dead person in our laws. From our laws, the Coroner Act, and the Coroner Act, the Criminal Offences Act, under our Constitution, the laws of the land say so be war. You have to determine the cause of death. And if people know under medano, they must take legal process to determine the cause of death. And the cause of death can be established through coroner report. The judge or that district at the point we know. And the report no, postmortem report no, autopsy report no, you have application a call ho. Na ono adia tumu. So first say report no and to assume you can order another one. Enti Mmra kwanso no obi bi obewu akwalao penio obibia anybody who dies in this jurisdiction, no man of God has the legal right to determine the cause of the death. Enti mo aso for mo Ghana nia ana komshefo ani mo amode mo nam huhumu determine John Kuma wono. You are acting illegally. You are criminals. Muye mabofo, muni Mmra, muye kofu biya say jail mu bako. Also fu biara obe determine the cause of death of anybody no. That's of only a criminal. Also fu biara obe kase ono kumo biya no or a criminal. Because you see, you can't establish the cause of death of a person in Ghana through spiritual means. Huhu nyama no ye Ghana Mmra no ye nji huhu nyama ndi o huhu nyama bi ya za otu be na wo bakasa wonu no hu na osere asofo no bi wa za asofo a bakasa mu tire se ena me ku no me na me ku no ye hu esa se owo adamansa komu Bible say it is appointed unto man to die. You know war ewo apam. You know war ewo hihye. It is a kwan obi abewu kwan also obewu no different. Everybody has an appointment with death. Death is something that everybody will go through. Kwan obefa so wu no a mystery, a secret. Obi befa accident is so obi kura aduane keke obi di no etubi fa so wu obi be profa for say to kwaso no wu etubi bo obi to mo ewu obi tubi yare wu obi kura tumi da eda keke no otubi fa wu enti obia mreso a obekọ enti even ukum obia eyani me na aso nti na okọ yewu. What are you talking about? Now the mama for ya bom tuwa hedi odi tuwa bono po na ye hospital na agene nkwa ni mreso ye. Oni mama for kuma mo huhu a ya kuma ya bom tupe but omo nkoye. Oni mama for omo poison. Bible say ye kumye da so ba ye wu. Oni poison mama for edi. Na Ghana ha ye dwane edi ndi poison kwa o. Ghana ha Food and Drugs Board me WONTUMI protect you. Food and Drugs Board at Accra regions. Food poison. Nyama yedi wedi no. Jesus Christ. Nyama yedi gu yem. Abayifo ni de ma yedi. Ediani fipa uto shita yedi chito apro. Expire products yedi gu yemu. Oko provision shop. Uko that's why Kuma expire yet poisonous tinapa expired, milk to me expired, yogurt expired, bread at me expired products are yet yem even nyama ye kofe film krase ba ye poison ye most of our food no and you wholesome once na eto bia dokru pa me kai former house amete na ma bi ye dokru pa o hwe e fo say ma e fo say agura mouse ni I don't know how to put it ikura edi dokru ho agro. Ghanaians, most of our traders are not they don't dress neat. Ushe kitchens are even restaurants are food and drugs box. I could close some of the restaurants down. Renowned restaurants you close them down. And when it comes to food here, most Ghanaian foods are poison. They are not wholesome. And now, buy and drive in there. The way you drive the crowd, when you are ye pie ne koba enyaradom ye road to nye accident anytime bia to be an accident a poor man for poor ho uti ono bia go pose ye kukum mare ba ba ya beto ambro be sa omo hwehwe ye omo hu yen asofo kanchi asofo kanchi say ye wu obia oda wu enamu ni aye ni ye wu. We all die through death. You die, you need me koso. I take it the hand of God. Adumbi na adumye. Ema ye to me nyame. Ti nyame nyane ye de bia onye ye fi owo mu ebe nkwem. So we should appreciate death. Every night bia no ukoda you are off, you are all gone. Uni be bia undam, uni be bia okram nam, uni be bia dabe, u phone, uni say u phone. Unim say wodan, unim say woka, unim say woyere, unim say on kashi, woda na we wu. So the Bible said the dead they are sleeping. Bible okay say, omo wu na da. It means that na it is so wu. It be wo bia, order num, osofu bia, ne musra sa, osofu bia, nyame fra no say nyame fra no, osofu bia. I say, I come see the son of put it say, and I make and I make castle, and I make the me who says of that dream of form. Obi what dream of form be ani, obi a would you will be. Wow, sorry, I won't know what down for. I make now a dreamu, now the ono boss near Sempa, make a dreamu, na make ana obi wa over say relationship mu wonukun asem kakra bia meku boyfriend girlfriend mebodia de bia na meku mebodia meku obi wa oni ne mpra twikra koye no meku obi wa no obi ye business na ye bone po kakra bia meku osofo bi ekoye wo wagadi kakra meku I say ekum ani duabon adane twapia wo Ghana ha. You glorify stupidity. And again, as if we develop truth setting. Now you develop through death. Obi wa na ye ni agye ena obi ebo obi dua na ye ni agye ena duabɔ no enti ebo obi dua na obi ayɛ de ena benya no ena nya no. It is a society aye ni hweye. Ghana society is backward because we don't think right. Ghanaians no, a lot of us no, you're thinking and you left. You ni hweye Abrabo mu, you ni nti aye ba Abrabo atete na so nim say Bible say you time aye de wo. Na be what time abeko. He na enko ye. Oni matiti fo akọ. Ene John Kuma to so Nkrumah kura akọ, Kwame Nkrumah akọ. JJ Maurice. JJ sorry Abosa JJ Gino Jesus onko ye. Oni nipa akọ. Na se ba na da mu ni anko ye. Oni ni potitro wo be fo moko. Na otinkwemu nkwa kakra da me amawo. Na America kan na me so amba wo no na Jimmy sa na ewo ye betrase na nkwa kakra da me amaye no ye hwa de papa e betuma ye wo nkwa na nyame de amaye and the limited time nyame de amaye no Bible say nipa mrisa na enempokra no minister no kra no wodi about 70 years obo we ni araba maybe two akame 14 years na menya 70 40 years so obo we ni say pra na ekọ na bena na do buy na do buy 2016 year no 8 years aba 8 years aba we that ho obo wona oba kokura obo wona wa ya brantie enti obi eni wa mre won hwe enne ye gini dia ye generation asofo no bi amamma mo pitiko no betwomako na munim na onim asofo papa Paul ni Silas mo ni reverend Timothy mo and Jesus Christ and is all for the crowd omko edikan fo amudi asori bag crowd omko makio mo the apostles, big men of God, influential men of God are all gone and then sorry 2x4 I saw 2x any international rings any international appeal now she one corner na Ghana force of 4 and then no me na dane motopia adane de moka Ghana for sorry obi bewu and obi dua it is a Ghana for there just a mudie mo ho de papa bia o memu John Kuma wu ye asofo ba sorry abetra and wentem come share and obi ne kum no and no me na way and obi me aden na Ghana dane no me ya troti no me mo menu yama esasem anya duma unkwa brochi amobi ka uwasem da the white man the developed countries they talk about development issues bread and butter issues then they improve your welfare then they improve your health system then they improve your transportation system then they improve your national security. They improve your economy, the food sector. Janeba na ebe man for who buy na man for be deal with social welfare system. You see as a digitization. They utiwa with my brains instead of engaging. They improve road sector, transport. There are so many issues, sir. The world is engaging. The world is engaging so many issues. But Ghana had the Jimmy Kwa. You see, we are not even asking the questions that we ought to ask. Politicians, we are not putting the questions. Today, the social media owo curse and when they kuno John Kuma bakupe wuno. Yenshan yese bi enfi John Kuma wumu. I'm not for the apostles of death and apostles of and say Ghana for the other pathologist. Doctors are trained no more, pathologists are trained no more. Omudi time omutumi nipa nipa surgery after died. Papa nipa. So be what papa nipa wia yetumi hwe ne system no mu say e poison o say de ku no omo expert knowledge e wo hono ya jomo juma fa ana cat smartity ho ana poison kum John Kuma na NDC for say omo be hwehwemu as if omo doctors Jesus Christ NDC party mo ye mo de mo better position chair because say John Kuma wo NDC issue mo be investigations they say mo who say mo Ghana a whole opposition party ye koto abaka 10 months less than 10 months ye koto abaro John Kuma wo mo for say manifesto adani policies and programs adani mo campaign message John Kuma wo NDC we say the executive say okoye NDC is going to investigate the death of Nkrumah we say John Kuma mo investigate atamas di awie na muso munya serious NDC as a party and I'm and I John Kuma no and they are poison and MPP party no poison members na kati smart agenda no was as a gandam ya gandam ba no shedaka magnify no but the munya owo hu messages what I say NDC kati smart can be teller any more mutiti social media ni ano NDC phone ni ano munya John Kuma hu campaign promise what I say mama so be kan bi na munya no a campaign message na munya no mu manifesto mu fa mu John Kuma investigation of John Kuma is mu campaign manifesto mu fa Mmra na me hu say wo problem obi biara doctor one chain am a doctor alpha report authentic report as to what caused the death of John Kuma through post-mortem autopsy reports satisfied mo kase niano anya se mo dwempo we form ba mo niano mama ye hu say mo nim ni amoye ma ye confused enti obi biara all ka about John Kuma death doctors yen yet train omo na ya mom lances to look after people omo yen hwe de ku omo no ya je omo dwuma fa and then the media houses are done pathologists media houses like we say Captain Smart had determined the death of Kuma then minia we say asedu mutu bi money show so ka obi so uti ho and I confirm and we nkwasakika we nkwasakika minia no but we na we nkwasakika na ye no to me lampa na a money show host we friend say na asedu nkwasakika no be kan no one kanya sese ba ko say and obi ewu and I want man tinga and I confirm and I utu bi wi nkwasakika and kika na wa kika no ese bi enim na WONTUMI na ya poison John Kuma WONTUMI na ya poison obeka just wa poison one who say we shall WONTUMI ba art like say wa poison what kind of life is that you see and then you have people say obi sensitive matter like this very sensitive obi ahwe ni kunu obi ahwe ne ba John Kuma yiritiase the widow is alive. Number 2 the father and the mother, the parents are alive. Losing your son, the breadwinner, who showed the contribution of John Kuma to the family. He's the breadwinner, he's the star of the family. John Kuma, if you say that already there, 45 years. Ejani yere young girl, Ejani ma is here, Ejani ma mene papa ho, Ejebusia Eja MPP party Eja Baumia Eja Ghana funya Eja Wiase Montrance ma family no respecting their privacy and allow them to go and do post-mortem and then come with pathologists for the autopsy report about no more with the cause of death of their beloved one, their husband, a child, or this year, obi papa, nkwalei at school no more to social media and they confirm Kuma papa and you're poisoning here. No, you're poisoning that it's not backed by any scientific evidence. A shit all country like Ghana, maybe this abroad. Abroad it will never happen. So Bruni Obiu na so 40 radio station edgy 5 say oh they saw it, they prophesied that na Jagezi at the hand me fair no several times. Who fair no ayede nyame yi bia che say obi Mmra just offer no who pa kakra bia di nti who pa payment no who everybody did a buy crowd one can once a million na Jagezi e je say na me fair no one pick say so what one pick here dey say nyame na ya kire wo na who don nyame a na who ya nyame pa nyame ya kire so obi be wu a who mpa ma no na offer na one pick na say the punishment is wu na me sure bo. Then you have a lot of people on social media and the media space, no, and I can be telling form so at the messages. And there's a message. John Kuma said poison the cool. John Kuma even doesn't know. You the dead. You don't even know what killed you. And then Obi ate the poison. Nipa me said to be the poison. And the nipa me said to the poison. Two envu nimre so ye say poison na me say benam so na wu a ye poison obebu oni poison am for dia am for amomandum oni poison ya poison ye nsuo poison ya poison ye drinks poison ya poison ye duane poison ya poison ye cry home oni poison ya poison oni nema ya huhuma ye wu ye ne hunem obi bia oti wiase bia no obi asowahwe it's the Bible say onyambe tumfu ohwe ye so da na nataba kese no abo ye ho ban oba tampa ono oba crying odi ase minia yeti nkwemu no de bia nyama koso obi na wo ye hu obi wa onna wo ye hu obi wa onyanka na wafimu ukunu no yire kwa tumi bopa ma wo yi fi ho ambobes ko bi so nwumri ameka yi obi be wu through accident ti ameka say obi be tukro be wu we don't know when we will go entida Mmra say so obi wu a ye ni kan enchire de ekun no ebia wo de wani so no eye wo say ne nekun no ba na bia ne nekun no hwe ka to mi bo obi na nipa na abofom modi etu no e betu na hospital 3 days time na nipa na wu wa hwe ya wo beka se ka na bo no nekun no ba na bia na nipa no wo BP enti the BP no aba ama BP no mo nekun no e na nipa no wo underlying sickness bi yare bi wo ho sabi de bi John Kuma oti nkwemu no ina na ka say ne eye no e be ne yiri pe no nim John Kuma medical condition no e ne yiri e bia ne papa mu ana ne a personal doctor enim say John Kuma was from illness bi metiwe say yare bi wo mu a unim me metiwe some last year na de e koso wa baba mu no mbete man na baba mu sema me kasa na me party meni ne ko what I was going through because I had high cholesterol and I didn't know was killing me slowly. But did I tell anybody? It is for example, lampa to kum no wa ukwasa fo betra ka na lampa na diabo na lampa na we obi na ndome no obi na dum ti so no papa so obi na dum ti so no papa so hwe nipa yare o Ghana yeti we obi yare o Ghana ikola yare mante yare epeni yare ngokwa yare obia awo batila oku entiro mamu fo se obi yare a na eye nome ana obi wu a na obi na ekum no dabi ne mmre na so John Kuma mmre na so okọ ana okọ ye nia be ko bako until the trainer obi de ba na kan kwasesem wo so de ba wo hu kwasesem mbeka wo kwate smart wo tiwe wo de trainer ka che na wo ti na wo dwo num and appoint obi wo nim kwa be fe so wu kwate smart. Do you know when you be called na trust and we everybody say osofo bi aminim no osofo bi wona ana mekum ana mekaso meka no mmobo ono to oyare otie ne mane yiri mu yare wo hwe ne yiri ne tere yiri ate bo fruit obi wa wo hwe ne yiri cholesterol gu ne yemu za kofu nia no omo yare omo meka wo nyame di omochi asofo omo de bia osofo wo de bia lawyers wo de bia judges wo de bia everybody. There's no profession in Ghana omo. What are you talking about? Let's stop glorifying death. Enya de pa e say dey no kra boso e musuo e kan tete ye kasa obi ewu kra na ye ndidi ye nom ye shot empaboa ye did it's pain. And then the owo akwa say fashion owo na obi eniaje owewu na ye dwe about party ye dwe party anyway ye and it just who dey wu yi pena na ya start o da be no wu ye da be na dey ye no obi start ton waton wontama obi aton wushu obi ton wontama tutu ya no fe obisa if no ba no obi dey the girl we yi ase no obi be she so my girl obi dey the girl abe we yi ase eyi no club buy no o tu kwan buy no oni girl no hotel no ri girl no na wo e ko sie wo eyi ko mbebi o obetwe na utu na ya when pina titi owo de we se no ye was sorry na no on the girl o she so my girl wadafo wo no no on the girl be we ya say no jomu my girl no num bites alomo we no ofenekra now what honor that what you dey boy and a peace line and tribute e ka ko ni ho what say we wie no na what we get na my girl no e no man no so ma da ya bot 3 4 if I say we yi ya ntama e fe no be yi na say abe dinchia na wa shek no o che ni awie a wa bonsa wa awie so akosan ko wige na kaso awie dia na awie mo wie ba entino minia ene ya say ye entino mo bebre wu no ye fe wo ma ye ho ye fe ye more than kwa. We are happy when people die. We glorify stupidity. And that's why I suffer better can say, me na me kuma kwara. I am dead. The boss too, and obi aye din, president aye din, vice aye din, chief justice aye din, IGP aye din, otufo aye din, asofo penifo aye din. Because musro, police phone number aye din. Because musro say, ebe bo mutuya. O ti say, na me hu say o Ghana there. I think we boni a, aso akonfo ni amustati mudia. Akonfo ni amustati mudia. Me hu say Ghana police phone show dia bo. Judges phone show dia bo. Asofo so jabo it say ebobo diabo ne ye mo obi ye wade na o hwe na ade ya chi o pa so bebo dua o police ni o kokot la so police o bri kokot bebo dua je do jeli member bebo dua o dia say because they say no diabo na dane defense national anthem e dey defend ye ho osofo din say money every girls nyama na ewia no the diabo na defense no be yedin e ko ka obebo odie nti obi esuro obi yedin me da this MP person national secretary for na me shamo satellite no so mo so no go and that Ghana so for bia Ghana bia monda every Ghanaian da because ya so jano go and then you monitor so for ni ya also for bia o Ghana bia na ya monitor mo so muni me mama light no ya di satellite na to so ya US are throw satellite on all churches and mo contract killers mo macho men and mo so mo de wunia na the satellite atom so now de musumba wo no so fo bobo pa se kokumo bi wo bewu kan se de pakodo wu wo bewu anse de pakodo wu enne no na security ye juma 24/7 enti mo aye bom pa asofo no hwe Mmra Mmra asofo awie mo na omuso de amuma because enne no asofo no ya tom chain there's a security atom chain omunye move pe ye be hu omo ko didi kra yenim omo so yenim omo ye ko kra yenim omo bo po bia yenim omo obi biara who dis money ni ya pick you at the right time you be picked because it's no 24/7 US and the same like that to Ghana so what do I say and that is how it should go the trigger the red alert on every man, every pastor, every within the beer, what Ghana be. What would you do? And 20, let's see, security, beefing it up. You beefy it has suffered no deal in the name of cares and in the name of Nyami, Yabo Yesu Christo, Digo, Yesu. And Yesu was so Kukumobi, or the Yesu need a cover up. What do I say? No more the Henya and they cover up. And to me, say, John Kuma Wuna Wuno. Meslamo munya kasa no na mu yedede na mu mat the right legal institutional they have been mandated by law through the medical acts, the dental and medical acts govern our medical professional pathologists. That is their area. Leave them and let them do their work and stop the unlawful interference with the work of stop prejudicing the work of the pathologists in this country. Let's stop prejudicing and interfering with the work of pathologists in this country. All of a sudden Ghanaians have become pathologists. They say in cause of death. And you call cause of death at any time. You tell you so this time no kumobi they kunu. Now be tell so them and who come say no kunu. That IG must start arresting everybody bia. What declared John Kuma so nim the death no. You should be arrested and then come and help in investigations. That is the way out. Some quite ceremony never call. What do I say? Because it's becoming unbecoming. John Kuma is gone. But his spirit lives on. And me di computer man who yaw papa mama no miss call computer man me di who yaw papa so train ma John Kuma wu ye no na obe na ni yiri at this crucial time no you are calling out the wife when you esidida and what kind of asofo kra na you will be asofo be ni woka was say hey Ampaw and they develop a beef computer man John Kuma wu na ko gante tivoa issue ni John Kuma nya wasase so no ebe take ne yiri muade asofo say yes are the say asofo say no to say I don't know computer man why at this time we don't do bonida computer man who do bonida now who the amafo beka won ya wo ye wo weja ho no ni amafo beka won ana dia wo ye wo weja ho ni amafo beka won gas issues are omo no who ni beka won why now say John Kuma wu now amafo and now no ya me say anyway, why are we doing that to the dead if they are cause a Ghanaian where do we go wrong what do you so obi wu na ne busua ensu ni yiri amoni the dead the ma ni ebetia osofo mwa computer man experienced pastor the hose John Kuma and obeji wasase and yiri muadi oh my God at this time critical time and people are not talking about it. Such a pastor should be condemned. You don't do that. What time for we don't rejoice. That's why we can say osofo biara or rejoice over the death of anybody no na dream of form or mental problem, he need deliverance. I said, "Yami deliver no." Also, for be who rejoice over the death of any child, anybody. Owo ni adia yemfe nyobi. Owo obi wa sasa wakano sasa o sasa. Bible saying shirane wufu wo already esudimu every pimpiriko na huhum se you na ombe humi efi omobremu. Was inshira ni omo amuwo erade Yesu di mu efre pempreko na huhumuru se you huhum no ayentumi kun no this body a flesh a pentem akọ this body pentem akọ dọtie ne fi mu baaye it bible say mamu nsuo ne obetum kum ni pedua yi ni pedua yi apro ni pedua upan mu a emu kan say we akoto obi a ye papa da ye surgery a say ne papa even e ma mo omowo cesarean we do share pound to me didi ukọhwe obi accident scene na obi nine na baby obi nipa ye tan nipa ye mobo nipa ye mobo o hospital sa obo say nipa ye mobo me did say asofo no bi we say macho ma adope bi a hospital no mkọhwe say nipa ebre no mu nipa te say mwa it say we very say sardinia and nipa ukomoche na yi nipa ye mobo nti ye njai me timbi makame me na me wotumi me na onni me na me de metumi kumu me na metuma kese me na meteso otidenso umrisa wo asofo edifo akese aba owiase wo udinwe wo gana wiase na nimu ana mo bom mo samara na hwe emeni ho bible say ade chiwe esem ye no so me juma this is the time every Ghanaian should start fulfilling destiny. Mami de dey mo bokra na generation ni year to the first century enkofu yi yen generation me ni ho ma yen o ye tuma kokre hwe wo maame de wo maame esa wo maame omo we the 18th century omo we wo mo 18th no they are all gone. We don't know them, we can't remember them. 18 omo we wo 17th 1720 omo we sa 17th generation no 1720 1721 they are all gone. They can't be remembered. Nobody even remember them on this earth. And the 18th echo they say omo ya call the 19th no yeni 1920 1921 omo ko nti omo we wo 1910 no omo 19th no me ne woni ya 19th generation no 19 something ye twem ko me 1968 nti me kra me 68 no me ye twem nti 1910 no ne ewu 1924 wu 1934 wu 1944 eko and 54 beko and 64 beko na 94 no wie a 24 no kra no omo ye wo mu 2021 2024 no kra no and then ye 2024 to be the year 20 kra no 24 years. You see how ebedu tem no ye nkai ho every time ebe Ghana had 100 calculate say Ghana ya 67 years the boy okay how many years they did Ghana at 100 okay 33 years minia for 33 years can age you and you may show me who say mini ho 33 years no me 56 years me this year no 33 years no na me wo 89 years 80 Ghana be di 100 da ye man be ye centenary o say ye di Ghana at 50 some kai Ghana at 50 na ye feel say wa Ghana 50 e ba ye no kufo twa we no Ghana 50 na ye ya age Ghana 50 sa time no mo ye wo mo 18 something no o ma beto Ghana 50 o mu nya ko enti ye nga ye tin kom sesi anom a wo hwe men na ma pagya mo wabeti no obi afa 33 years e fa ni kan age no na bisa say Ghana at 100 the centenary no sa time 89 na me Sydney to me la Ampaw me see to 2 na se me nko ya na say me classmates ni adodo ewu ena nkwala na omaba no mu nim me wo fe no Maurice Ampaw omo ntemi kada ko fomu ni jeje mu nia ko fomu ni nana do mu nia ye nia wo di 33 years kama mama ho a mama that time na say ona ka say sanu ka say try the picture da mama sanu try the picture 3 years how they come ho na mama nim no ye me imagine na mama we di 65 years now the 33 Ghana 100 na mama nam 99 years akudi 100 years yeah, time na nobody you forget your presidency. Yeah, kite your president. In fact, yeah, call a member after 100 years no. Yeah, bo issue they don't know yes. Yeah, take come now. Yeah, for yeah issue book. Baba na boy. I mean, issue book. I'm telling you the reality. And yeah, hana yeah no po. I bet to kakre bi no. O say me be baba. And they me kasebium samsam no. I mean now mama my sama you. My sama. I feel that my sama. Me you. What are you doing? Oh, me ya sama. Ya sama you. To me ya pen ya sama. Upon boy. Number 1. Now what you take ya no be crab account. What you say obi an kawo. I know upon boy. Na do obi an kawo. Na mama obi an kawo. Yen ya ti ko obi an kaye. The next generation will not know yes. Those who will be alive in the year 30. Oh, so you 20. They be called 30 no. Yeah, wo yen 20th century no. The 30th century will not know us. They will not even remember say we came to exist. Ti yen sa dweno ne ahomaso kan no and the tumi and am tumi. What are you talking about? Tumi. Yen di kaso. Not less than 10 months na do ko. Na do fiswa na di be mobo. But you be kind of but none of the fish on the no. If they who nana do crana will be unkind. 33 years, Ghana 100. Nobody will mention Nanado's name. Ministers they don't mention that. Ya mention ministers say you never mention it. Enti Mmra yeti nkomu. Ne yakoba. Mumo ye poso. Ni ehu se. Ye mriswa. Enti ye hyaase. Ye ne osma ye nduma. Ni ye hyaase. Ni ye ni pantem enjo. Ye hyaase. Ni ye start say ye be hihye ye ni amaye. Ye start ye ni ye mmra fom. Dwe no ya too much. Ye hyaase. Na ye njai dwe no na me maso no ena mimi ena me car ena me dan ena me we ena Kuma cars ne dan ni sika ni yiri fefefe ni mania we je omoko. Vanity upon vanity. That says the Lord. Everything is vanity. Let's sit down and pause. They told John Kuma no, maybe to my tobia. Until let's shut up and allow the institutions of states to work. The police will unravel any mystery behind the death. The doctors will establish the cause of death. The family, we need to give them peace to bury their beloved. And then MPP as a party. This is the time for us to come together. Let's honor John Kuma. It's time for breaking the 8. John Kuma stood for breaking the 8. John Kuma was MPP. And MPP was John Kuma. Let's honor John Kuma. I propose, say, Edusu constituency, no, nobody should go and contest John Kuma's spirit. Yen training John Kuma wife don't take you over as the sole parliamentary candidate. So the year my Fantiman MP Kwansa Ekoyeno. The year be take the new police officer I be take you over. John Kuma yere e your so for the near thing. Say John Kuma spirit be running mu. Ma John Kuma yere no and standing unopposed. Now on winning the seats, and this is the moment John Kuma Yerebe president parliamentary candidate. No, I don't think NDC can go and contest because the whole Ejoso, including MDC, support Kakebe Muho Niabetoma John Kuma Yere. Obviously, Ejoso constituency Niabema Baumia 100% votes. And Ashanti region, this is the time. Let's unite. for the sake of John Kuma, let all Ashantis and MPP come together. Let the regime win. If honor John Kuma. Mumma Asante for sorry waka. No munta John Kumechi. No munfe bufun traba. Entia omu opponent. If honor John Kuma. John Kuma will be happy. Say baby will be ano. Obe banda ni yere MP. Na if you sono John Kuma spirit abua MPP. Na say do si do ba omia. Bra team criminal or the spirit to be ho. Emma ya to aba. Ohunhum ne honemu. Emma Asante Region ama MPP more than 90%. Na already no. Dr. Baumia, the whole Ghana, no, our next president, so that we can honor. Mama John Kuma win should be in vain. Mama MP NDC4 led by Captain Smart and Kevin Taylor mo. Any Black Rasta mo. Any omwa those who think say they want to politicize the death of John Kuma should go ahead. I think they have NDC have enough time until they go ahead with the investigations. But MPP should focus. John Kuma, the desire was to see Baumia being the next president of the Republic of Ghana. The desire was to still hold on to Joshua, and the wife should be encouraged. The bomb said John Kuma soon the die. Not the spirit of being a politician, be real Obanimu, and let the woman go and deliver. May John Kuma's soul rest in peace. We love you. And we will always remember, Joshua will never forget you. There will be a lot of things done in your name. And I believe that the party would honor you at the right time. Now, let's come to the issue of gay and lesbian issues. Parliament are passing Mmra. Both MPP and NDC, any minority, edi to say Mmra no mope. Mana be landed. Now, the issue now is that Ebimo say a unconstitutional, a validity of human rights. Before the bill never called president no. Obia I issue it at the Supreme Court. Now we sit here having some NDC apparatus doing propaganda with why is the president not signed the bill. And these same people will tell the president, say, and president, no, uncle sign a bill, the matter is pending before the Supreme Court. We say here, the president has the duty, constitutional duty to sign the bill. So regardless of the issue, say Nipa no or filing issue before the court, no, while making a restraining order, restraining parliament and restraining the president. We're restraining parliament even from sending the bill to the president. And we're restraining the president from signing it. And yet we have people who think that the president should do the do. Please, let's respect the rule of law. And let's respect due process. If a matter is brought for the court, a president or human rights or rule of law not democracy not due process no will not rush. Nanado has clearly come out to tell you, say, oh no, he stands for the will of the people. The people have spoken. The post representative who administer justice on their behalf and Article 125 are also going to exercise their power. And their power is the final judicial power. Let's allow them within a few months to determine whether that bill is unconstitutional or violate the rights. And once they make that determination, the president signs, we move on. But the consequences of that is that after we signing, we know the financial consequences. By it as a nation, and the president and the government of the day should explain the economic consequences and the financial consequences to the nation. So I don't see why we should make Yorubalu about it. I didn't end gay and lesbian and let's deal with it. They are destroying our children. They are anti-human. They don't deserve to be given the space to operate. So move of human right to engage in gayism. Your right is limited by the constitution and the laws of the land. What did I say? So every right is regulated. So don't come and tell us that more right to exercise more right your sexual preferences. What do you talk about? it is not your preferences that matters. It's the national interest, the interest of the nation. That right to engage in gayism is subject to the national interest, is subject to the national security, is subject to the safety of our people, is subject to our health, is subject to the rights of others. And if your activity is anti-human and is going to destroy our moral fiber, the public space, moral space, and is going to destroy our children, and is going to bring curse to this nation, and traditional religion, Islamic religion, the Christian religion, and our values, and the majority of Ghanaians are saying that we don't want gays, we don't want lesbians, so be it. So I don't see why we should even allow people to make noise. They can make noise, but the Supreme Court will decide. The Supreme Court, our representative, and Article 125, no, they should rule, and they will take into consideration the spirit of the spirit of the Constitution, not the letter. The spirit of the Constitution talks about what Ghanaians, the hope and aspiration of Ghanaians. That is the interpretation they are going to place on the case, and they will look at the aspiration and the hope and the good and the public good and the national good and then what will carry us to the next level. That is what the Supreme Court is going to look at. It is how we look at law of people attacking the president and people daring the president. So please, it's propaganda, and that propaganda, let's throw it aside. Gays and lesbians, we don't want you to promote it. We don't want to finance it. We don't want to encourage it. Please, this is what Ghanaians want. And I pray and hope that the Supreme Court will do justice at the right time. But let's stop stampeding the president into taking a decision that at the end of the day, what happens if the president sign bill no na you can arrest you be na ejeli no na later Supreme Court can say that bill is unconstitutional. Do you want to cause financial loss to the state? Because that nipa na ya jailing no can come back and sue the state for compensation. The law na me no. The president should wait for the Supreme Court to speak, and then that will be final. And once it is final, the president have no option than to. My prayer is that we stand and hold on to our values. We don't want gays, we don't want lesbians, and I don't understand why any of my children even will endorse this stupidity. It will never happen. Now let me come to the issue of National Cathedral. That's sorry, now NDC as usual. They don't have anything. In fact, say only campaign message. Now we need manifesto. Now after now want to be for your campaign team. Now even your flag bearer ship now they buy no. One kasa wono wakofa mama Jane. Jane last me nyane wrong. Anya Jane Mensa. Jane Professor Jane na Professor Jane na what they can ba na wo buy no one be making impact bia ahoy for now sponsor wo ahoy for kasa mo no say na material do kan no ahoy for no omo anti-terrorist nti omo mpe ewese funa asem G party na kofanti na fanti do na mo de kofanti no so fanti funu so omo mpe NDC because omo say mo ni be people mo brand MPP for develop fancy na elimina ye nyama akesa no mo de na Jane esa akobium na mo package de ye mamia we 70 years ya pon eduma mo de amafo ya pon mo kwa na mo pe o de say mami is serious John mama pon ne ho or ye ex-president wako abe president wako retirement ya pono oji retirement benefit onko for obi oye young onko for mamia wa ya brewa 70 years we ya brewo 70 years we monopause mu whether like no mama Jane monopause candidate menopause so nyama be to be see oba ye monopause I refuse to be ban ho otumi che easy otumi unya monopause otumi dware o na ba ko na we fi so ndware ba ko ye monopause easy o sabi mama nya monopause mama wo my mother is almost 90 years 90 years and I know what I'm talking about. O dey say me mother but dan yakwala o dey kasa kra o bisa me mama then na pay at my mama me mama age 90 years inu me ni dama but dan yakwala and I me pet chocolate me pet toffee mama me mama you me say I'm why monopause because we share wa bob difference and chicken the yogurt say the nyama papa o dey say etutu akwabochi our minister papa the minister and the nice food if they won't say but what come mama no obi say mama say dey no pause up toffee obi say mama say up dey be say ice cream obi mama say up there up yogurt it mama Jane Professor Jane 70 years what retirement from University of Ghana what bobra what tradie what we na otufie at monopause stage there say utrase na wo hwe umane one na mono odo what's mama ono so ye pensioner it now NDC provide 2 pensioners mama is a pensioner Jane is a pensioner 2 pensioners want to rescue Ghana but the Ghana be call pension ditch Baumia is 60 years still young I compare young person about Patano. Now, mama, what back of no? What back of crana, where we know? What be fab a brand here? Now, what be support to? Look, that the NDC for the money way. I can't introduce to say, or be partner, we are fine. What about Kuma say, Ashanti region? Mum pay any candidate for Ashanti region. Yami ni ho. Opoku bibi ni ho. Don't we have nice people in the Sanctity? Can't you allow your contest to be your running mate? Until possible. But we have a lot of young people in Ashanti region. They are ripe to partner you. Now, Mamia with the 70 years, sir. Because money posachina on a casa mo campaign the bed is obey to come and partner you. It's clearly shows say your party is gone forever, and the youth will start rising. Youth will start rising. Say, what kind of partnership is this? And it's my prayer. Say, Baumia should bring us a vice president who is a unifier. Who is a unifier? A vice president that will bring stability to the ticket, no, and then bring everybody on board, because the way is clear. It clear should also say Baumia is going to win, because Mama dear, as at now, no, the NDC party is confused. They don't have a message. 24 hours economy not to they are not packaging it well. Now they are thinking about the Kuma death as a campaign message and a manifesto. Now the insult is failing. Kevin Taylor is leading the communication team. Kevin Taylor, Sami Jemfi Jumane Finisem, or say Sami Jemfi a door, Sami Jemfi Cabrofa Kesiam, Sami Jemfi is not, it doesn't have a strategy. Sami Jemfi Mrichimu, Sami Jemfi is not effective. Because social media with this Sami Jemfi and the communication. So now Kabitel has taken over. Katy Smart is the deputy. The communication team of Mama is led by Kevin Taylor, Katy Smart, Kumchacha Kaubi. What do I say? A plus also a communication team. What do I say? And we also have a Prophet Drew also come communication team. And we know when say coordinator, communication team coordinator ne your pambo. On the coordinator, on the young to criminal or young to Baumia, till Bambo communicating. She said those who are leading the communication team in charge are the people I've mentioned. Kevin Taylor being the head of communication, director of communication, Kumchacha Ekahubi, on the deputy, Captain Smart, Ekahubi, what do I say? Captain Smart Ekahubi. Then we have Opambo being the coordinator. And these are the people. Can you imagine? Opambo being the coordinator. Then Tie Odro on the boom side, Tie Oh no, to be say MPP party near Antichrist. You are dead. Papa, Prophet Odro, Pastor Odro, MPP party near Antichrist. We have the best NDC communicator. I saw the munyai na see, close down your church. Now you're painting no NDC colors. Upon boss say you close soon as well now you paint NDC colors. Now move campaign van non ko. What they say hey no lead the campaign team in Ashanti region. Now Prophet Odro so no ono so onye campaign or coordinator. Now kucha chanso emfa. What they say can be tell them. The bonus WONTUMI Mmra into one day or be external affairs director on treho na undirected mutigana na ye campaign wa can be tell hotel here WONTUMI Mmra and the director wants what to do. It clearly shows you say the party is in disarray. The center cannot hold. And ahoy mu so omo bon kumbrewa ahoy mu bon kokra eti ho no mo tusu running betima for say mama how my Jackie party no market mama says onim no otusu wantusu mama Jane na sabeba Jane is a good candidate Mmra because after all 1-2 pensioners meter they produce pensioners results omada mama wa he omada Jane wa he omada and this side here what I say hey who said another the age 80 something no abre into also do that age that say another abre or the better biano do said bia obeda it's natural it's another no abre 8 years into that all kwa hum dey into all pon ho nanado is going to pension until the nana say they made the 8 years no all pension now mama die the first said that the president is diaba the Mmra is about it's 70 years. It will be away 65. What of Abrabo 70 years. Ready? Mama pa. So you me poor. Hey yo. 65 years. Now we share president Mama age 55 years, 65 years. What do you compare? When I say Nanadwa. Okay, so Mama edi Nanado penny. Now who the 65 years? Who be pay young boy 40, 45. The energy. So that be 55 years. So we cancel who we are now could 70 years no. The energy of the vice. Oh, the way Nanado Kofa with Baumia, the energy was there. What did I say? Now you bring somebody who is older than you. Already pancake. What did I say? Already pancake. Okophobia also penny 5 years. Say ombe supporto. Where is the energy? Yeah, go car. Matami go karamu dilatem. Matami would say take it in here. But who am I? Who am I? Me di me fiasem. Me di me fiasem. Me di me fiasem because me no who am I? Mo de ebeboa. But Ghana for over to you. When you love 2 pensioners, you get pensioners results. Finally. Mami, look at very interesting scenario. And let me conclude with Kuma. Mr. John Kuma wife said, on pursue the police case. No. Everybody who have made any prediction should be invited. See, because we are looking, the police have the duty to investigate the cause of the death. Because now people are making allegations. They have refused to allow the pathologists, Kolebu, and the family to determine the cause of the death. And now they are making allegations which are very serious. And these allegations have criminal undertone. Because once somebody who so be now poisoner, the person who poisoned should be fished out. Please go and assist us. So I'm calling on Captain Smart. Oyeniba, also that time at police station. Now so they only more koka. And when they say Obi Biara or a major player, Obi Biara Captain Smart and Obi a major player, Obi all KBB. I saw François Oma Kasa about women yamu invite home. What I say, yes, Kasa Mona Mukumu. But at least go and assist investigations. Mukai broadcast to we, you know. he been making a lot of allegations. Almost side unit for frame me. Me quite no, me control my statements. And you know, I am expecting Curtis Smart go and write a statement or anybody so control statement, and then Obi Biara what making any allegations. As of now, the cyber crime units must look at social media and everybody who is making any contribution, any allegations. No, let's invite them to assist in investigations, and then let also then look at the pathologists for no report on and anybody who is found to make any false allegations will be charged for spreading fake news and causing fear and panic, and should be dealt with. People like I'm calling upon the police to arrest or Ampaw for spreading fake news, because Aquana we and Ampaw ni no what I say because Okoko to prove say on Kuma Kola, it doesn't have the evidence. Always say Ampaw mami cho law and you whom some dey do Okoto. Oko police station to go case on Okuno. Then I go Oko kancha na ko e dey. Oko fa nyame. Nyame as a witness. Who say nyame what time? So obeba abe witness and I na kofa. And chief mo. Chief no mu go on omeko dance say on Okuno. Then where is the evidence? So when you are invited and you cannot establish it, he should be arrested and then charged for. But no mo follow back Kumasi, because Kumasi are there or people until mo follow headquarters. Now uncle the statements. Pastor Chief Nyamun kan aiding and abetting. Say Oko now when to be established the death of Benisi Bana, then he should be charged for spreading fake news and causing fear and panic in the system and an assault on innocent children. That is the law, and that is my call this evening. May the God that lawyer Ampaw serve, what I say, the God that I serve is so powerful. What I say, me nyame so no sododo, me nyame no so, and we say my Abrabo mo sododo, into no mo amonti ase no mo ship, because me ni pedua, my Abrabo me boni aye Kristo, oni wa me ni ho, ena nyame ni ho lawyer Ampaw ni ho. And I mean to be near be nkwiti sa nyame no. And me motto dey say asembia me Canada biara me ye no. Esese bi bisa say Yesu fa na. Ti me manam mutu ma Abrabo mu nia no Yesu. It because Yesu o ma fa no. O dey say. Me so hwe. Na me mbom. Sa na wo so a wo hwe me so Yesu wa fa. Obi bi otie me Yesu wa fa. O dey say jina piti mensuro unye wuye umri so ya onko nyanyame aka fa ho bia na bebem or say I will not die but live to declare the work of God. Me shall cry me mo bia mbo hu Abrabo obom. Life is a journey. Somebody have 0 years to live. Obi ya wonu na no 0. Obi be live 1 year. Obi live 2 years, 3 years. John Kuma is 45 years. Even nobody 100 years ka be call. The years. But what is important is that ebe bi ni akọ. And we all one day our generation will remember us for a few days and months, and that's all. You will never be remembered again. Timunja ahomaso na yensum nyame wono kware mu. Bible say, "Emre beba omo sum nyame no, besum huhum ne kware mu." Huhum ne kware mu say, those who worship him will bear the fruit of the Spirit. Galatians chapter 5, 22 and 23. The fruit of the Spirit. What are the characteristics of the fruit of the Spirit? We all know. Love, patience, as I say, kindness, honesty, long suffering. Long suffering. Obia ye wade ye ka asem kra to so ye didi watam ye jojo but you bear it. Nti omo bear the fruit of the spirit no, they are the chosen ones. Omo na nyame from mo. Nti nyame osofo biara only long suffering. Osofo a ne kuma da ne ha. Wo kana asem a Jesus obo dua. Wo kana asem a Jesus obo didi watam. Wo kana asem a Jesus o ma friend say langas ebe hwehwe eprawo ekumu ebo. Wo kana asem a Jesus ode ne yere ebe to shewa. Only long suffering. We need the fruit of the spirit. Because also for biara over the fruit of the spirit, no. We say long suffering is number one. Long suffering is part of the fruit of the spirit. There are two people. We say Ghana, yanko Bible mu long suffering. Joseph, you won no last born. Boni be no ye nim nuanom. So die. Na go catch ne maame mo. Na wo foot pam. Medical coat of medicalis emano na onim se ni nanu pedi mu bo ne nim oni die oni obia ya kwala na Joseph enya no sorry tia no ye koton no amoton wi enso no okodi obi manso okoye akwa wo ho okoye akwa wo ho nso e ko land into prison ko she prison e bae debe anke na so fo be like opamboa hey anka Joseph anka opambo Joseph opambo Joseph anka Joseph nuanum ne obekum nia ne duabo o de duabo bokum nia wada na Joseph ye Joseph far long suffering because of the fruit of the spirit offer all the suffering, no, he became the topic. He became the topic. What did I say? Joseph became the topic. And he topic, no, he became the top. Obey a topic because in the animal town, a ton, a consume, prison. Topic. And then he went to the top. But the prime minister will be Manso. The time my friend, they'll come by and will buy. The spirit of long suffering, catch and say, it's not time for vengeance. It's not time for me to curse my own brothers. It's not time for me to pay them back with evil. It's not time for me to call for their death, but rather to have mercy on my children. My siblings. And he went and wept. Osui. Obetani nyane muntem. No yini udi chilom. Na oseviom. No mujam kwan fe. That is the spirit of long suffering. Any pastor who doesn't have that spirit doesn't have the spirit of God. He's carrying a different spirit. The spirit of vengeance. Ayabosumfo. Abosomfo na oya made abekum bodua nti obi okra bosom spirit no obuni abotre bosom spirit obebe di watam obebe yohenya obesuma nkofo bekum obesuma nkofo besewo obebe kun ne kwama no because the bosom no tumi nko but nyame frɛ no nyame ngosra wono so nya wahwɛ nyame nim nyame adomo no so no den na yemfa nya otabemo then I find it Ajinasaremo. Then I saw for be why you did but they are going through long suffering. They are people who I saw for they are called by names, but they don't curse. You know, I'm permitted to. Then I ain't come from home. Riffraff for I did team attempt your media Kuma say media for they insult me, they attack me. I don't have anything against me. We are you I could be out Sumpa FM, morning show host, also for what did I say? Ultimate story, stupid. Of a keke, when you baby could have been selected, or did my term. A man for did my term of social media. A man for cursing, then a cancer from home. If you must say me a gay, if you can't quite some from home, if I'm a Abrabo, me yere me ma ho threaten me I can't jimmy same but I don't care because because come me somebody your topic no na me cut up. The more you talk about me and Chama WONTUMI, na ye be topic no say anytime Chama WONTUMI say buy no topic na ye page ayen kwa ifie page kwa ifie and ye be topic and we became on top. He said no bomb I'm on top. And you know when you become the topic, thank God for being the topic because you be at the top. Have the spirit of long suffering. Do not curse. Curse is not godly. Do not be hot-tempered. Don't insult. Insult is not divine. Have the heart of gold. Love. Odo. Abotre. No quality. Otima. It's part of this fruit of the Spirit. What fruit Ben I bear as a child of God, as a Ghanaian, if you all will bear the fruit of the Spirit as a politician, as a chief, as a police officer, a judge, a lawyer, public servants, students, no matter where you stand, your status, if you all will bear the fruit of the Spirit, according to Galatians chapter 5, verse 22 to 23, then there will be peace and prosperity to the nation. May the God that I serve, the God that knew me in my mother's womb, according to Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5, may that God that has given me life and has taken my life 56 years, may that God see me through the rest of my days. Let that God always put me on notice that my days are shorter. Therefore, I should not have time for unnecessary things, but be focused on the mission and the purpose. But they will rise against me and they will rise against you, but they cannot defeat you. If a chairman WONTUMI will be a Nyamin Shrano, Nyamin Bonhoban, Nyamin Shenede, Nyamin Mane Niti, Manu Bedria, Manu Manin Lidi Ashanti region to victory, Nanyami Pejano from regional to national, and I can foresee, said Nyami Pejano Sana is gradually getting closer to the presidency, and that is what God has made Chama WONTUMI to be. And also, the Nyami account for Mubiano, Embremu, or Yesu Sodimu. That's ene. Ibishia.